I'm 7 and I'm in 2nd grade.
I am Aviv and I am 6 and I'm in 1st grade. I'm Eden and I'm 6 and I'm in 1st grade.
Okay.
Because we're twins.
My age is 9 and I'm in 4th grade.
I'm 4.5 and I am in pre-K.
11 and I'm in 6th grade.
1st grade, 6th years old.
Keep your hands and feet to yourself, no running, and I forgot the other one.
When you're outside, the rule is anywhere. Inside somewhere or outside, you have to keep your hands to yourself because if you're like rustling, somebody can get hurt.
Okay, cool. That's a good rule.
Yes, you gotta keep your hands
To yourself. Aviv, can you think of any other rules you have in the class or outside?
Yeah. If you play with toys, when after you're finished, you gotta clean them up.
That's a good rule. Why do you think that rule is there?
Cause it could get really messy and somebody could trip over it. Cause half of the room could be messy, half of it could not. And when you just walk in, you'll see it's not messy, so you won't look on the floor and you could trip.
Oh, that's good. So that's a safety rule. Cool.
You can't run, can't be mean to each other, keep your hands and your feet to yourself.
You get what you get and you don't get upset. So when we get ice pop and it's the summer, some kids want pink, some girls, and they get green or orange or the other colors they don't want. And then I've always said, you get what you get and you don't get upset.
No phone, nothing, no.
Keep hands, feet, and objects to yourself.
Oh, okay.
So the other people stop talking so you could raise your hand and talk like children.
No.
No, you just play with like everybody?
Yeah, Rose, because she's my best friend.
Okay.
And I also like playing with, I like playing with everybody, but she's my best friend.
Okay, and Eden?
I don't actually have anybody because there's a lot of games that everybody plays, and I don't really, sometimes I just don't want to play that game, but sometimes people ask me to play, and sometimes if I ask them what they want me to play, and if I like it, I'll say yes. If I don't like it, I'll say no.
Sometimes it's my friend Katarina and my friend Jackie.
Are they like your best friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who?
Ellie and Raina and G.
Are they your best friend?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you always get to play with them every day?
Not me. Not G or Ellie.
Okay, why
But
not?
Raina I do. Because sometimes some of them are not here, and sometimes they don't want to play with me.
Oh, okay. What do they say when they don't want to play with you?
They're not good.
They look cool. Okay, and how does that make you feel when that happens? Sad? And does anyone say anything to them when they do that? Oh, they do? The teacher says that you can't. Okay.
Yeah, myself.
You like to play by yourself?
No, I never play with anybody.
But like you never want to play with somebody?
At home, I play with Emily and Jessica. No. No, because everybody I like to play with.
Aviv, what about you? Anyone in your class that you don't like to play with?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who?
Ezra, Akiva, and all the boys except John.
Okay. And how come you don't want to play with the boys?
Because they're mean to me.
What do they do?
They hurt me and they play with me the way that I don't want them to play with me.
They're rough?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're playing in the kitchen and they're playing with their toys and they try to kill. They say they're trying to kill, but just for pretend, and I don't like it.
Right.
And the most say no shooting for some shooters, and they don't listen.
Okay.
Only the boys want to play with that boy, and the girls want to play with me.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, like, how do you tell them you don't want to play?
Sorry, I just don't want to play, and they just go away mad.
They go away mad?
Yeah?
I think they will listen not to do it.
And are there kids in your class that are, like, when you play a game, that they're the boss of the game and they tell other people what to do?
Sometimes, like, usually in kindergarten and now in first grade, sometimes kids like, they like to play alone, and sometimes the first person to make up the game, they say usually is in charge. So, like, if I ask someone if I can play, and they're not the first one to play, they usually tell the person who starts the game, because then, like, sometimes two people start the game, and they know what to play. But then at the rest of the time, some more kids want to play, so they can ask any one of them, because both of them exactly started the game.
But so do they ever decide that somebody can't play?
No, they never decide. My teacher.
Oh, your teachers are the bosses?
Yeah.
They make the rules?
Yeah.
Okay. And they decide who plays or who doesn't play, or the kids decide?
My teacher decide, but the kids think it's the wrong thing to do, but it is the right to do.
And why do the kids think it's wrong? Because, like you said before, about sometimes you don't really want to. What is it?
That you want to do stuff and you don't get to do it. That's why.
That's all. So the kids don't like it because sometimes they want to play with certain people and don't want to have to play with other people.
Yeah.
But you think it is the right thing to do, so,
Yes.
even though maybe it's annoying.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? What did you say?
Yes, that was what I'm saying.
Okay.
You should not say that.
Meaning you think it's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Aviv, what do you think?
What's it?
About the rule, you can't say you can't play. Like you can't tell someone you can't play with me. Or you can't be in this game.
It's not nice.
It's not nice to say that. So what
So-
about the rule?
So you're not supposed to say it because it can't hurt somebody else's feelings if they want to play with you.
Right. Okay, cool.
I think it's unfair.
You think it's unfair to tell somebody that they're not allowed to play with you, or you think it's unfair that someone has to play with you?
I think it's a good rule.
You think it's a good rule?
If you say I don't want to play with you, it's not really nice.
It's not really nice. So what do you think about that rule if your teacher would say that you couldn't say that? Do you think it would be a good rule for the classroom?
Yes, but I won't be happy
Why not?
because I really don't want them.
Right. Sometimes you
Like if we say that somebody else wins in the game and you lose, then you don't cry. Just say good game. If you cry, then they won't want to play with you anymore.
Okay.
That's what I think.
That's what you think. That's very good thinking.
Do you think it's a good rule?
No. was a trick question.
Do you understand that rule?
Not necessarily.
Okay. It means, like, if somebody wants to play with you, you're not allowed to say they're not allowed to. Like, you have to let people play with you. Do you think that's a good rule?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why do you think it's a good rule?
Because it is.
Fair, because the person could decide.
You think people should be able to decide?
So they don't, like, people can't just force them to do it.
Yeah, you think you should have choices?
I saw something on for real life, Eden's on this side of me, but on the screen, Eden's on that side of me.
It's very true, because the camera makes everything backwards. That's cool, right? Okay.